Well, one of the things kind of exciting for me is we got a K-State guy going to lead this thing, and you know, you did a lot of work in Iowa and Illinois for John Deere when you were with them. You grew up kind of northern Kansas, and you know the corn and bean country. We'll teach you about the wheat country.
You know, I grew up in northeast Kansas, Winchester, Nortonville area, and still farm a little bit around there with my brother. He does all the work. I just show up on the weekends once in a while. But that kind of challenges me a little bit, because if I'm going to go to the area where my dad grew up and my wife grew up, I want to make sure that I follow through on some of the things that they brought to the table and represent them well.
So you know, this journey, this joint venture that we're headed into, you know, we saw the big picture, and we're really going to try to do the things that make a better company. And I think probably the most important thing to me as I transition out of my current role and you take the leadership of this company is I'm appreciative of how you feel about people. I want to make sure our folks understand that we started by thinking about them and how does this affect them and what's their role in this.
You know, we've talked over the years about how do you build a sustainable business, and that is all around employees. We can find the capital, we can find the facilities, we can find the equipment, but the employees are really what make it happen, and investing in those employees.
Our lanes narrow a little bit as we get additional size, but what we're able to do is get these experts in harvesting and seeding and crop care and certainly we've done it in precision ag, and now we've got, you know, inventory managers, we've got product specialists, we have precision specialists, we have store support. So yeah, it's really fun to be able to hire really a high caliber person, and they can see a path. Say, hey, I can do more than change one job, and I can cross over to another area. We've had lots of that happen. And so I think that's probably, personally, is about as exciting as anything that's going to happen inside our company. At the end of the day, this still comes back down to, you know, people at the parts counter taking care of a customer, and technicians fixing what they're working on, and salesmen finding out what people need, and precision ag folks keeping stuff in the field.
There's a lot of people early on when we started talking about this, they're like, well, you'll get to one brand someday, right? And we've talked about that a lot. We're going to keep the two brands, and there's a reason for that. They're both strong brands. They both have strong employee groups. Why would we change something that's working there? So we're going to continue with the identity of the two, but we're going to put a lot of resources together behind the scenes to bring more. And if we weren't going to bring more, we shouldn't do this.
That's the core of what we do, and it has nothing to do with what state we're in or how many stores we have. It still comes back to that individual person working with that customer on a daily basis. That's the strength of what we are.